Hey, welcome back. We are currently in Rocky Mountain National Park. This is K&R Traveling Far, and while we're in Rocky Mountain National Park, we're actually going to tell you about
Glacier National Park in Montana. So we're going to tell you about the 5 favorite things that we got to do in Glacier National Park, which was gorgeous. We loved it. We loved Glacier National Park. It was awesome. So number 5 is what we like to call Running Eagle Falls. This was a beautiful waterfall. It's literally 0.6 walk round trip to get there, and it's awesome. It's actually 2 waterfalls into one, and it's beautiful as this beautiful story from the Native Americans of one of their warriors that fought for them. But also we saw beavers. There were really cute beavers that were there, and so we were really excited. They were swimming together. It was very cute. Beautiful waterfall.
It wasn't too crowded. It was an easy walk, and it was a nice sunset afternoon kind of deal.
It was great. Simple. Number 5.
Number 5.
Coming to number 4.
Number 4. What's number 4?
Number 4 is the Going to the Sun Road.
Oh.
Now, go.
Going to the Sun Road is this incredible, super long road that goes all the way through Glacier, and there's just so many pull-offs that you can see. At one point it was so cool, and we were like, man, we wish we could spend some more time here, so we ended up making dinner at one of the pull-offs. There's a ton of pull-offs that you could do. So we pulled off, and we pulled out our little stove, and Rachel made us a little dinner.
It was great.
It was awesome.
It's awesome because also there's a shuttle bus that you can take, so you can actually just park at one spot, and the shuttle takes you all along the road. So there's hikes. Everything basically we talked about is off of that road, but honestly, just the drive, just to be able to see it. There's also waterfalls. In case you don't know, glacier, it means that there are glaciers, so there's water. So you just see random waterfalls all the time. It's beautiful. So number 4, Going to the Sun Road for sure.
Awesome.
Number 3 is actually, I think, one of Kika's favorite. He's been having a lot of fun, in case you can't tell, with video and camera and all of those different things. So we went stargazing at McDonald Lake.
McDonald Lake. So we went to another ranger talk, and at the end of the ranger talk, it was right at McDonald Lake, I think it's called. And at McDonald Lake, we were walking around, and somebody had their camera on. They were like, oh, this is the perfect place for stargazing, and I'm going to take pictures tonight. So I was like, I've never done that before. And so he showed me a few tips, and he was like, here, do this. And so we came back that night, and we did it, and we looked at these stars, and we saw the Milky Way, and we saw, apparently there was supposed to be the Northern Lights there that night, but we didn't get to see that.
Some little lights.
But it's okay. It was still
beautiful. The best stars that we've seen really in most of the places that we camped at. Yeah. It was awesome.
So that was awesome. That was incredible.
McDonald Lake coming in number 3. Coming in number 2.
Number 2.
We hiked Siyeh Bend.
Siyeh Bend. So the crazy thing about this place is that, first of all, you got to get there super early to find parking, and if you don't, then you got to take the shuttle bus, which is fine. It's fine. It works well. But anyway, we get to this place, and the first 3 miles or so of this walk were kind of like, cool, good walk. But then you get past the 3 miles, and the woods open up, and you see all these huge mountains everywhere, and it was just incredible. And so at one point, and a lot of incline. Yeah, so at that point, then it starts really kicking up. So at that point, we hike up this huge face. We get to the top, and it was beautiful, just scenery. I've never really seen anything like it in any of the other parks we've done. And but then that was the hardest part. The rest of the way down is down this mountain, and you see the glaciers that are melting, and they're forming waterfalls, and so on and so forth. But at one point on our way down, we were dead exhausted on this hike, and all of a sudden we see this lady, probably older than us, with her 8-year-old, 9-year-old son on her shoulders. We are literally dying going down this mountain, and she's like, here we go. She's just we're both like, you are a beast, and you are amazing.
But really beautiful waterfalls. There also, a lot of people said that they saw bears. We didn't get to see bears, but there were lots of huckleberries, and so we did enjoy some huckleberries. Though later we did get to have some huckleberry pie. That was awesome. So we did enjoy some huckleberries along the way, and made lots of noises so that we did not get eaten by bears. But basically, you went up one side of the mountain, down a different side of the mountain. He got distracted by the crazy woman. But it was beautiful, up one side, down the other. Every time, the views kept changing, which is different than our number 1, that we loved our number 1. Right. But Siyeh Bend was awesome. Yeah. And it ended up being, a 10-mile hike?
Something like that. But also with the whole changing of scenery, at one point there had been a fire that had gone through there, so you see this forest of white dead trees, which was crazy to look at. But the rangers, they were like, yeah, it happens. It's normal, unless...
Glacier perseveres.
Yeah, Glacier perseveres.
All right, coming in at number 1.
Best thing we did
Best thing
Glacier National Park was Grinnell Glacier.
It was beautiful.
Tell them about Grinnell.
I love Grinnell Glacier. It was just amazing. Waterfalls, just like lakes, and then it obviously led to a glacier, which also was cool because we also saw icebergs. It was just it was awesome. It was a hard hike. There was a lot of people on that hike, so that was kind of a pretty popular hike, but it was just beautiful. We just kept going. We kept being like, oh my gosh, this is more beautiful. This is more beautiful. We kept pausing. It was awesome. Mountain views, waterfalls. Okay, my favorite thing, I think we do have a video of them. There are random caterpillars that almost look like porcupines. What are these caterpillars? If you know, please let me know. But they're just caterpillars with spikes on them. I was confused, but it was kind of funny. But we loved Grinnell Glacier. It was beautiful. We did not jump into the water at the top. We are not that intense. But it was beautiful.
Yeah, what I thought was even cooler than caterpillars was that there was some little baby goat that was running towards us, and it was meowing as it was running towards us. And I was warning people, hey guys, beware, there's a cat on top of this mountain. So, but it was really cool. It was beautiful. We actually ended up seeing a moose through our binoculars up there as well. So it was an awesome hike. We loved it. Definitely number 1 spot if you're going or if you plan to go one day. Put it on your itinerary because it's a not to miss spot.
But we loved Glacier. That was one of my favorites. It was beautiful. The mountains are awesome. And again, going to the Sun Road, you really can't go wrong. And all of the trails are off of that. But thanks so much for joining us, as we are not in Montana, but yet here we are. And we're excited to show you where we go next.
All right. See you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe to make sure you see what comes up next. And we'll see you then. Peace.